Right. So, for our Halloween reading, I'm very excited. I think this is going to be very special. Welcome to Third Eye Exchange. My name is Samantha Munoz, and I will be your little spiritual teacher and helper on your journey. If you have not done so already, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if you resonate. Please let me know what you think. My goal is always to help people and bring clarity to their lives. And peace to their journeys. So, very important while you're channeling to always drink lots of water. So, I'm going to show everybody my little my mini Halloween setup. Oh, I don't know if I can. It doesn't let me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're reading about what the end of the eclipse season and this astrological cycle, the end of this period, is bringing in for us, what we're letting go of, and also any messages that Spirit might want to bring in, and maybe what we might expect tomorrow on Halloween. All right, so we'll use this one for what are we letting go of. Spirit, angels, guides, masters of the light. We only work with beings of the light, entities of the light. No darkness may prevail nor tread here. What do we need to know? This one came. Graveyard. So this is 18 and the root number is 9. That always indicates the end of a cycle. So this is so funny. I was actually talking to one of my besties about this last night because she pulled this card. And I feel like the message could be applied here as well of what we were speaking about. This makes me think of kind of like during this cycle right now, the past, present, and future, I never see them as like separate entities, if I'm being honest. I always see them as like a joint force kind of like enmeshed in one another. So, and this is, since that came out twice, honestly, I am going to take that as a confirmation that what I was talking about yesterday was true, but also that there's some kind of clarity, and this is going to be a little bit different for everybody because it's going to be like personal to you. There's some kind of like realization about like, I guess like who you are and like your past, present, and future selves like coming together. The anecdote I used to best describe this for my friend yesterday was like, one time I had a dream, but it was like it was a mystical experience. Like it was like astral traveling, and in that dream or like experience, I'm gonna say, I was sleeping, and then I woke up in my childhood home. Everything was the same, and that's important for later, and I'll explain why. So I woke up in the living room couch in my childhood home, and it was weird because all the lights were off, and so I felt like I didn't even think about it much at the time, but like in that house at night, I would run up the stairs when I would turn off the lights because I was just like terrified of the dark. And sorry. And so I used to always feel in general like a presence in that house, like, and I thought maybe like we had a ghost for so long. But this dream brought me like extreme clarity. Well, dream experience, you guys know. If I say one or the other, you know, I mean, yes. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So I'm waking up on the couch in the living room of my childhood home. And I feel a presence. And I look over at like something like some kind of like energetic thing, or like the presence that I felt, and I'm like, oh, it's you. And it was myself, my older self, I think, coming to watch over my teenage self. And so I realized, and this might be one of the messages coming through, like, as I'm getting older and like realizing my power and my worth and like on my spiritual journey and healing myself, I've became or am becoming or have become so powerful that future me is literally like basically time traveling. And why time travel is such a hard concept, because it's like present me is like watching over past me during a time when I really needed that. And like, I don't think people give themselves enough credit of like, you can be your own spirit guide. You can be your own protector. You can be like your everything. Not even in a narcissistic way, just like you have the power to be everything you need for yourself. You have that power. Spiritually, I will say, I think there's a blurred line once you start talking about being human, because as humans, we need connection, we need community. It's very important, and it's important to find that balance. But to finish that thought, you know, I realized like I was like astral projecting, I guess, if you don't want to say time traveling. I was astral projecting to go make sure and to go like watch over myself as a child. And I didn't even know that I was doing it for so long. Like that presence I felt, it was literally like me from the future watching over me in the past. But back then it was present, you know. It's hopefully that makes sense and it's not too much of a mind fuck, but so yes, that's what lately the graveyard is giving me. This could also be situations, people, jobs, relationships that you're that are no longer serving you, kind of like ushering their way out. You might be like in a very pensive and reflective state right now, like really drawing inward in like the death period of, you know, like your life. Not that you're dying, but just like every cycle, you know, everything moves in cycles. So this is like, especially now, we start to feel like autumn, so things start to die, so we can go inward for the winter. For a woman, it could also represent her luteal phase and heading into her menstrual phase. So that might be relevant for some of you. Also, this eclipse is a harbinger of, you know, endings and beginnings. So that's really important here. And definitely past, present, future. Definitely. Potions and spells. pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. This is very important, specifically for the Halloween. And the light getting brighter just means like, yes, keep going for my spirit guides. Be very careful on Halloween. If you're spiritually inexperienced, I would not try any new rituals. I would not use Ouija boards. Definitely don't use Ouija boards. I just, honestly, I completely advise against them. Just in general, like, I just don't think that anybody should be using that. I think that it's just asking for, it's just kind of looking for trouble, playing with fire, so to speak. So I highly do not recommend Ouija boards, no dark magic, no trying to curse people. Be very careful, because this is not the most like dangerous and powerful day of the year spiritually. I was actually watching something that the Yule is actually the most dangerous day of the year, and we'll get into that closer to Yule. I still am myself learning about pagan holidays, but it's something I've always been interested in, so I'm excited to learn and share with all of you once we get the ball rolling on that. But like I said, this is the Samhain deck because Halloween's tomorrow. That's what Samhain is, represents. That's the pagan holiday that is upon us. So, also, any spells that you're casting, if you have been like doing spell work and spiritual work for a while, I think that's okay. But I think you have to take really... It just stopped recording in the middle. So here we are again. All right. So where we were left off, potions and spells. Be very careful about the rituals that you do. I'm also hearing like pills and potions. I'm overdosing. That song, I think it's by Jhené Aiko, I think. I don't know the rest of the words to that song, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So there might be lyrics in there that we need. You know what? We're looking this up right now. See if there's anything that sticks out. Oh, Nicki Minaj, my bad. So Sagittarius might be relevant. I'm angry, but I still love you. Can't stand it, but I still love you. I still love... Yep, there's a lot of I still love you. They could never make me hate you. Even though what you were doing wasn't tasteful. Even though you're out here looking so ungrateful. I'm gonna keep it moving. Be classy and graceful. So, approaching things with grace. Maybe someone's still on your mind. Somebody, honestly, I don't like to give messages like this, but maybe somebody betraying you, or you coming to the realization that somebody wasn't loyal, or that they weren't who you thought they were. That's gonna definitely be coming to light. That's kind of the message of that song. You might also, if you've been doing spell work, the best thing to do is to do rituals safely that bring you that ask for clarity from your spirit guides and ancestors. I think you'll find that on this day, you will find a lot of things instantly manifest and a lot of messages that are going to be synchronistic for sure. All right. I knew this one was going to come out because I saw it when we were shuffling. Well, when I was shuffling, and all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good out of the situation. Only good will come. I am safe. So you might, whatever that song like is referring to, that situation, you might feel a little triggered. You might feel betrayed. You might feel like, man, like, why is shit hitting the fan? But, like, your spirit guides want you to know that whatever falls away right now, especially, it's things that were not for your highest good. It's things that were keeping you stuck or keep holding you back or keeping you from opening yourself up to your blessings with open arms and allowing things to flow. And you're safe. You're divinely protected. You could also do protection rituals. If you're going to do any rituals tomorrow, I think that's another good way to look at this. Make sure you do an extensive protection ritual and spell and meditation, whatever you feel called. Make sure you are doing that before you do anything else. That's first and foremost. All right. Spirit, I want to know about some of these blessings. Please and thank you. Oh, this like sucked my deck and I didn't realize it. Alright, Spirit, please let us know about some of the blessings coming in. The Magician just flipped over. Alright, the Magician. So, manifestations. Oh, okay, a bunch of them just fell out, so I guess we're going to go with that. This is a lot. Okay. 9 of Cups. Duality. Light and dark. Learning to strike a balance between them both. The Hierophant. Stepping into your power spiritually. Making sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. Protecting yourself spiritually. Holding your ground, holding your power, setting boundaries. 4 of Wands. Starting to see the fruit of your labor, or your manifestations start coming to life. Page of Cups. Emotionally reconciling a situation. That's just what's coming through right now, like with yourself. It could be with yourself, coming to terms with something. We're going to read on all these too, just because I'm in the early stages and I'm curious and we can learn together. 9 of Cups, that's a great card. You see like the sun's poking through behind his or her head. And these are great cards. Great cards. Queen of Cups, another amazing card. I'm hearing like, you know, she's sitting on her throne. She's making peace with all sides of herself. She's making peace with the light and peace with the dark. She's making friends with the darkness inside and using it, you know, essentially to rule an empire. She's like really feeling into her emotions And while she's doing so, she knows that her spirit guides are on her team. Look at that. There's her amulet is like crystals. I would not be surprised if they were quartz or something of that nature. 8 of discs. So 8 of pentacles. I'm getting like hard work, bearing the fruit of your labor. Like I said, wow, we got the 2 exclusive cards here. That's awesome. Woo way. So this, when I see this is like kind of like a river flowing, like leaning into the natural flow of things. Temperance. There's bees. There's so many elements in this one. This is gorgeous. Look at all that. Angels. Patience. Whenever I see temperance, I'm like, this screams like having patience, waiting for your manifestation. Because we started with the Magician. So I think I'm going to use whatever card is last here as like the underlying thing. Guys, I did not expect to be doing this. So the Magician is a Virgo and Gemini card, I believe. The Hierophant, I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see. Taurus. So that's abundance. It is enjoying you know, like the finer things in life. It's, you know, sitting pretty on your throne. Indulgence, but in a good way. Venus, so it could have something to do with your love life. Doesn't have to. It could just be relationships in general, how you connect with people, how you connect with yourself. And Temperance, I believe, is Sagittarius. Let's see. I'm like almost 100% sure. So yep, Sagittarius. You could find yourself like wanting to explore, that you might have travel coming up, feeling like you want to head off in a new direction and a new adventure, and like just let things like unfold naturally, and kind of letting spirit take the reins, but not in a super passive way, like doing your part and trusting that everything is gonna unfold, and that you're gonna get all the things that you're asking for and working towards. King of Discs. So this equates to the King of Pentacles. So your money is about to go up. If you've been having issues with money, fear no more. You are about to see the fruits of your labor. As I keep saying, that's like a huge thing. Huge thing. Any conflict that happens during this time, you will meet with grace and maturity, and you know, essentially, like, you'll be the bigger person, and you're so on track right now, and you're so close to receiving everything. And I know you probably have been feeling this too, that, you know, you don't even have time for the drama. So that's awesome too. Knight of Swords and Death. Okay. Death reversed. I don't really do reversals, especially not now, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. But this indicates to me a huge change. Huge. Cutting something off at the head, like your old life, your old beliefs, a situation, a person, a relationship. It could be any of those things. And you, like I said, this is gonna be a little bit different for everybody. But knowing when to like swoop in and just be like, all right, that's it. Like, because the Death card, people might think it's a bad thing, but The Death card is always transformation, a huge transformation, like a glow up. I always like to think of it as like a big change that in the short term is not always like invited. We're not inviting it in. But when it happens, the universe is like, just wait. Just wait. You're going to see. You're going to look back and you're going to realize this was for the best. Even if it didn't feel like it in the moment. But you're going through a huge transformation. And this eclipse was kind of the catalyst for all of that too. I want to know, like, what's going on for Halloween? Well, should we read these? Hang on. Okay, so the Magician is the one card. That's a beginning of something. And then this is... This is a 5, so that's change. And the Death card was change, but that's also 8. So I think if we look at this as a whole, through this big change... I mean, it's kind of like reiterating what I said. You will find the abundance, or you will be receiving the abundance that you've been waiting for. And I know, like, collectively, we've all been feeling this, because I definitely have been feeling this. Page of Discs. We'll just look at the bottom. And I actually, that's like Pentacles, like starting to... I'm getting like this feeling of like, you know, when you start making like a little money, more than you had, like a little more than you had, and you're like, oh my god, like thank you so much, like this is great. The universe is like, it's not gonna stop there. Like you're so busy focused on this one pentacle, like, while everything else around you is shifting and unfolding, like, it's about to pop off, dude. Like, 100%. Without a doubt. Like, I'm very sure of this. Let's see. And you deserve this. You've been putting the work in. Alright. Spirit, what can we expect from Halloween tomorrow? Anything out of the ordinary? Maybe, or you know what? Maybe we should pull these at the end. Sorry, I know we're all excited to use those, but I want to go through like the Oracle decks first. What can we expect for Halloween tomorrow? Anything specific that we should know about Halloween tomorrow? Okay, that one just like fell, so... Longevity. The root number of this is 3. Chrysanthemum. I think that's like a message. This is... There's the sun on here. Scorpio. That's pretty befitting for Halloween, actually. And... We are in Scorpio season now, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What's today? The 30th? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, we're in Scorpio season now. And then let's see what's at the bottom. I'm gonna read these. But this is, again, like, the root number is 3. And that's like, okay. So I'm getting, I don't know, this is connected to the reading that we just did. Longevity, like these are like changes and transformations and blessings that are here for the long term. They're gonna stick around. They're gonna, you know, kind of like it's the next phase of your life. You're stepping into like the level up. And we'll read up on that one because I'm actually interested. I don't know. And then there's time here. Let's see if there's a specific number that the watch is on. So... five... Okay, so five 18. 518. I don't know what that means. Well, actually, that's actually, this is coming out twice. Oh, no, no, no. No, it's not. I'm sorry. The death card is not 8. It's 13. I'm so sorry. But 518 on this clock. So maybe around that time tomorrow night, maybe like something really lucky is gonna happen, or something transformative, or something like will shift, and you'll just have like an epiphany. Let's see, we'll read this one. The root of this is 4, so that's spiritual protection. So through these changes, through these like, through the death card, the transformation, you know, it is divinely guided. Let us read. Honestly, I don't even necessarily feel like I needed. Sorry guys, I have like a headache. Sometimes channeling and not drinking enough water gives me headaches. Alright, we'll do the longevity card. And this is part of the air flowers. So like air signs might be significant here. My green thumb came only as a result of the mistakes I made while learning to see things from the plant's point of view. So stepping out and putting yourself in a higher perspective, like taking your ego out of things, knowing that there's a higher purpose for everything. I think that's a big theme coming through here right now. A phase in which trust, completion, a sense of belonging, and peace has been reached is signified by the appearance of chrysanthemums. Deeper intimacy in relationships is highlighted, and you may want to explore this area of your life as a long-term commitment needs attention. That might be to yourself, and it could be with someone specific. A cycle of learning is coming to an end, or you now have all the facts you require. Creative blocks, melancholy, and weak boundaries are challenges. Okay. And then we'll look up the hope. Air. There's a lot of air here. There's air, earth, fire, a lot of water in the cups. So this is like, I think, honestly, coming into balance. And I want to read the Page of Discs, but we'll do that afterwards. Daffodils indicate a reprieve for those who need it and a time to renew faith. So this could be, before I get into that, this is also Taurus. Thank you. So we've got Taurus twice. That's also, you know, ruled by Venus. So having hope in your love life if things haven't worked out, or hope in your relationships. Right underneath that is the communication card, so you might be getting some kind of communication coming through, something a little bit more grounded and well-rounded than before, where this is definitely a really big time of like finding the inner balance, finding peace, really stepping into that era of your life where you're like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm just, things are working. Finally. Where you don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. Daffodils will lift optimism and help boost endurance while encouraging you to keep going. This is also a period of personal growth and spiritual awakenings. So honestly, you could be healing your solar plexus right now. Eat yellow foods, corn, bananas, lemons in your water more often, or even like making your own homemade healthy lemonade. You could have lemon tea, lemon ginger tea. What else? Squash. Squash is really good and it's really good for you. And I always recommend, the more I learn, like, eat seasonally. It helps your body a lot. You'll find that your digestion is having an easier time doing what it needs to do when you eat seasonally, when you eat whole foods, when you eat from the earth. And whatever chakras you feel like are out of balance, like if you've been noticing certain like health issues or like pain somewhere, and it's not like, obviously consult a doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, but from a spiritual perspective, you can look up like the chakras and their colors, and if there's like a specific area that is around a chakra, try eating foods that are that same color as that chakra, and often it helps rebalancing them. Let's see. Answers can be found within aspects of spiritual awakenings and personal growth. So like I said before, like you're gonna have like an epiphany about something just personal to you. This is also a period of personal growth. Oh, we already... Listen to your inner voice, but do not become overwhelmed with negative self-talk. Yeah. Strengthen your faith in yourself right now. Like, Taurus is also stability. Making sure that you're strengthening your faith in yourself. And then I'm going to read the Page of Cups. Oh, not the Page of Cups, sorry. The Page of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles. Firmly grounded in the earth. Okay, see? Stability. The Taurus is an earth sign. Grounding in the earth and in many ways down to earth. The person this card indicates is one that has their head on straight, but also has big ambitions. They know how to achieve those ambitions, and the seeds they are planting will take root. So this is Spirit's confirmation. I feel like what I'm picking up on is this could be somebody coming into your life, but I am very certain, most likely, this is representing you. So this is kind of like the story starting to unfold. Like, you know, I want to read the Four of Wands too, because that's kind of like the middle card of this reading. It's like in the middle. Like, through balancing every aspect of your life, because there's, like I said, there's every single element in this. So this is all about balance. And I've been seeing a lot of sixes lately too. There aren't any in this reading, but there have been in general. Let me see. Four of Wands. Celebrate good times. This card indicates, so this also is a little something for Halloween. If you got invited to something, yes, even though it's a Tuesday, go out, enjoy yourself, dress up, act like a kid, eat too much candy, enjoy yourself, drink responsibly if you still drink, but just enjoy yourself. Be around people you love and care about and have a good time. Let's see. This card indicates stability and foundations that have or will lead to wealth, security, or comfort for yourself and your loved ones. It is good to rejoice in the comforts you have acquired thus far. Don't be afraid to sit with all you've accomplished already. You know, it's so easy, especially in this day and age, to be like, once you hit one milestone, to be looking towards the next one. Give yourself a chance to just rest and enjoy the things that you've accomplished, so you fully appreciate them and you don't adopt that mindset, because it can be like taxing on you. So you don't adopt that mindset of like, all right, like I gotta keep going. Like, yes, but you need a balance. And these are amazing cards. Like, this was an amazing reading. I'm so happy for anybody that this resonates for, which is hopefully all of us. Whatever you've been worried about, honestly, I'm getting like almost an image of like things being swept out the door, or not under the rug. It's more like being swept out the door. Like, because when I'm thinking under the rug, I'm like, no, that's not quite it. It's like swept out the door. And all of these blessings are coming in. So this is really special. If there's something or someone that you've been holding on to or conflicted about, it's okay to cut ties. Cut ties. It doesn't have to be a big dramatic ending, or, you know, we can't control how people react to our boundaries, but we can control how we respond to things. And I think, especially right now, choosing grace is the best way through things. So I love you. I hope. Oh, wait. Well, I love you anyway. But we didn't. Okay, these just fell and I did shuffle. So let's see what we got. Chase. The intimate. Rug. I just said something about a rug. Did I not? The modest. Review. The lost. Message. The damp. So I said there could be communication coming in. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be like you might be finding out about something or gaining clarity about something through a message or through a review. You might gain more followers. Like, people might be messaging you and being like, oh my gosh, like, how do you do this, and that? Like, what's your secret? Can you teach me? Will you mentor me? Like, things like that. The rug. This rug is rolled up. So maybe we are rolling up the rug and sweeping things out the door. And then the modest, the intimate, the lost, the damp. So those things are meant for whoever they are meant for confirmation, for sure. Especially if these are things that you've been mulling over recently. Let me see what the numbers on these cards are, because I don't actually know what all of these Roman numerals mean. So I'll tell you guys in a second, in case these are significant. Okay, so $116. So maybe November 16th. This is like right next to the Scorpio card too. Wait. 116. No, sorry. 11/6. So November 6th. The 16th might be relevant too. So November 6th, November 16th. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm trying, guys. 110. So November 10th, November 4th. $11.10 again, 11.5 or 105. So I don't know. I guess I have to brush up on my Roman numerals. But those dates might be significant, and they are soon. They are also during Scorpio season, so I thought that was pretty cool and definitely in alignment. I love you. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this reading, please like, please comment, please share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and let me know if you have any suggestions for future readings. I've been toying with the idea of like starting to do pick a card, so I will let you know what I decide on that in the future. But thank you for coming. I love you, and I'll see you next time at Third Eye Exchange. Bye. Happy Halloween.